example, we are going ahead with hemodynamic disorders. In the last lecture, we had a word about the edema. Now remember, what we discussed in edema is edema is increase in the fluid. In which particular space? Interstitial space. In the interstitial space. And we have different types of edema. Like for example, we have a cardiac edema, we have a renal edema, and we have a lymphedema. And remember, we have two types of forces rather, which works in the interstitial fluid space. We discussed about the space which is in between the cells, where the fluid comes from the vessels because of three different mechanisms. One is the hydrostatic pressure that is responsible for it. Just a revision, last lecture. Hydrostatic pressure is an outward pressure. It gives rise to fluid coming out. We also have the oncotic pressure, or I can say osmotic pressure, which is responsible for fluid getting into the blood vessel. It is an inward pressure. And third mechanism was the lymphatics, which will absorb the extra fluid. तो तीनों के प्रॉब्लम की वजह से edema हो सकता है. That is what we have learned in the last lecture. Now we have a very important concept right now, which is important only for your understanding, and it will also can be sometimes asked in the vivas, and sometimes we ask in the vivas. Okay, then sometimes we ask in the viva. So there is a difference between something called hyperemia and congestion. Remember what exactly it is. Now, yesterday we used a terminology called as congestion, and we discussed something called congestive heart failure. Congestive heart failure, we discussed about that. So what exactly is that? And we have the arterial supply coming to the cells, and arteries are connected to the veins. This is how the blood supply to the cells comes down. So we have arteries which is carrying the oxygenated blood. We have a vein that is carrying the deoxygenated blood. Now, what exactly is hyperemia? What is that is congestion? The congestion में क्या हुआ था? We have a heart that is not functioning. So let's say, for example, we have right atrium is not functioning. So right atrium में से superior vena cava, inferior vena cava में से blood empty नहीं होगा. If it is not emptying properly, ultimately it is the venous side that is getting more and more blood supply going into the cells or interstitial space or maybe the cells. So it is the blue thing that is increasing in the tissues. That is what is called as congestion. The congestion का मतलब क्या है? It is the deoxygenated blood going more in the tissues. तो ये empty नहीं हो रहा. That is what is called, can say that is something called congestion. We have the other terminology, which is what is called hyperemia. Hyperemia में क्या होता है? Because of more of the oxygenated blood, मतलब red वाला ज़्यादा होगा. This is because of an over or increase in the blood volume, we can say. If there is an increase in the blood volume, more of the oxygenated blood will go into the tissues. अगर oxygenated blood ज़्यादा जाता है, मतलब red वाला ज़्यादा जाता है, that is what is called hyperemia. That is what is called as hyperemia. Now, logically speaking, hyperemia and congestion both will give rise to edema. Because the fluid will leak out, irrespective of it's an oxygenated or deoxygenated. Logic. But the causes are different. Of course, most common is congestion. Hyperemia is not that common, hardly 1%. Hardly 1%. But that is what is the difference we have to understand in for the practical use. For the practical, this is what is also there in the book. But we have to understand about the difference between hyperemia as well as congestion. Hyperemia as well as congestion. Now let's go to the next important LAQ. Now this is what is again I can say very important. You can say most important. Even this is important for your third year and fourth year as a part of an hemodynamic. As a part of hemodynamic disorders. Hemodynamic हम लोग बोले कि how exactly blood flows and how exactly fluid things are managed by the cells. So in the blood flow, in the fluid that is management, we have a very important condition that is what is called a shock. Can be asked as an LQ. Very important. And this is not going to leave because most of the time uh, death is because of shock. So you understand about how exactly shock is uh, defined, how exactly shock is classified, how exactly shock can be leading to death and all those important features. Before we go into the shock, let me make you understand that these are the cells again, and these are the arteries, these are the veins. I'm going to draw a vein with the blue color. Now remember, when cells are supposed to survive, cells should get glucose, oxygen, two important, let's say basic requirements. If you don't give glucose to the cells, if you don't give oxygen to the cells are not going to survive. Cells are not going to survive. Now, glucose and oxygen both are there in the blood, or I can say blood circulation. You can say blood circulation. Lekin, remember in first year, when we draw the cell, did we draw blood vessel entering into the cell? Blood vessel never entered into the cell. Cell has got no blood vessels. So how exactly glucose and oxygen is being delivered to the cells? Glucose and oxygen is delivered to the cells through that interstitial fluid. That is where it is very important. Through the interstitial fluid. यहाँ से enter करता है glucose as well as oxygen. Glucose as well as oxygen. So let's say, so it is the interstitial fluid mechanics that is important for survival of the cells. Because nutrition will be given to the cells only because of interstitial fluid, only through the interstitial fluid. Now this interstitial fluid is coming out because of what? Hydrostatic pressure. And hydrostatic pressure is there where? Arteries. Hydrostatic pressure is there in the arteries. And also, what is leading to the fluid coming out? Hydrostatic pressure is related to what? I can say blood pressure. Because of the blood pressure, because of that blood pressure is so important in the status of the patient, in the goodwill of the patient, in the health of the patient. The blood pressure is low, it is not possible for the cells to survive. That is the reason, because blood pressure is linked to hydrostatic pressure. Hydrostatic pressure is linked to fluid coming out. Fluid coming out is leading to survival of the cells. Survival of the cells. So when you understand this particular mechanic, ये बुक में नहीं दिया हुआ है, बुक में डायरेक्टली स्टार्ट करते हैं वो लोग डेफिनेशन से and all those things. But if you understand this, it becomes very easy to understand all the types of shocks. There are about 5 types of shocks. And also there are various stages of shock. There are also various stages of the shock. Stages of the shock. So let's go into the definition right now. Let's go to the classification right now. अभी ये पहले समझ लो, cells को nutrition कैसे मिलता है? Through interstitial fluid. Cells को interstitial fluid कहाँ से आता है? Hydrostatic pressure. Hydrostatic pressure is there in the arteries, which is linked to blood pressure. Linked to blood pressure. So let's say, for example, we have a condition called as a shock. And how do you define shock? Shock is defined as a state. तो मैं थोड़ा लेमैन डेफिनेशन बोलता हूँ, बुक में जैसा डेफिनेशन है वैसे लिखना पड़ेगा, लेकिन अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए अलग डेफिनेशन है. इन विच टिश्यू परफ्यूजन डजंट अकर. टिश्यू परफ्यूजन मतलब क्या? मतलब टिश्यू को इंटरस्टिशियल फ्लूइड नहीं मिलता और टिश्यू को न्यूट्रिशन नहीं मिल रहा है. परफ्यूजन से न्यूट्रिशन टिश्यूज को, मतलब कौन से टिश्यूज को? ऑल टिश्यूज, सारे टिश्यूज. दिस इज अ डेंजरस सिचुएशन because all tissues of the body, maybe it is on heart cells, maybe it is the brain cells, maybe the muscle cells, maybe the bone cells, intestine cells, any cells, maybe the kidney, nothing is receiving perfusion. लॉजिकली अगर देखा जाए तो जिस परफ्यूजन अगर नहीं हो रहा है तो मतलब ब्लड प्रेशर का प्रॉब्लम है. इट इज नॉट ऑलवेज ब्लड प्रेशर. आई एम कमिंग टू दैट. बट मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम इट इज लिंक्ड टू ब्लड प्रेशर. I can say most of the time. So let's say, for example, when the definition goes like this, we have a shock state in which tissue perfusion doesn't occur. Tissue perfusion doesn't occur. Now, what can be the causes of this? Now, pay attention, guys. क्यों होगा ये? ऊपर का कॉमन सेंस ध्यान में रखो. ब्लड प्रेशर अगर कम हो गया, one of the type, most important type, is I can say there's something called as hypovolemic shock. What exactly is this? Hypo stands for less, volemic stands for volume of the blood, less volume of the blood. Logically, अगर blood volume less है तो क्या होगा? Blood pressure will be less because the volume of the blood in the vessels is less. Now, what can be the causes of this? Hypovolemic. Let's say, for example, an acute blood loss. I'm talking about an acute blood loss. Huh? I'm not talking about a chronic blood loss. Let's say, for example, is a road traffic accident. Let's say, for example, is a surgical blood loss. Let's say it is a massive metamesis. Blood coming out in the vomiting, in the GI tract, or massive malignant blood coming out in the stool. Anywhere it can be massive blood loss. If there is more than 30% of the blood loss in a short span of time, patient is going to go in shock. Going to go in shock. So please take a bit of blood. So that can lead to problems. It can lead to problems. Not only the blood loss, but also it is the fluid loss. क्योंकि अल्टीमेटली फ्लूइड जब लॉस होता है, vascular compartment is compromised. Let's say, for example, it can be severe loose motions. Of course, if the attack of loose motions are going to go into shock because we have some of the buffer system, or we have compensatory mechanisms. Compensatory mechanism. Severe fluid loss. Let's say, for example, you must have heard about cholera. Cholera is a bacterial infection. It leads to 20 stools per day. That to watery stools. तो बॉडी में से वाटर अगर लॉस हो गया तो अल्टीमेटली वैस्कुलर कंपार्टमेंट इज गोइंग टू बी कंप्रोमाइज्ड. और इट कैन आल्सो बी सीवियर रिपीटेड वॉमिटिंग. अगेन आई कैन से एक दो वॉमिटिंग से कुछ नहीं होगा. सीवियर रिपीटेड वॉमिटिंग कैन बी पेशेंट गोइंग शॉक लाइक स्टेट. हाइपोवॉलेमिक शॉक. हाइपोवॉलेमिक शॉक. अभी ये सिचुएशन में what can be the features? क्या होगा? ब्लड वॉल्यूम लो है, ब्लड प्रेशर लो रहेगा, ब्लड प्रेशर विल बी लो, पेशेंट विल बी लुकिंग टायर्ड, skin of the patient will be dry, cold, as well as there will be weakness. I'm going to the stages later on. Let me first describe all types of shock. I'm going to describe all types of shock. All types of shock. So when the volume is less, the condition called a hypovolemic shock. Hypovolemic shock. Whereas we also have the other type of shock. Again, in this type of shock also, it will be tissue perfusion that will be affected. Tissue perfusion that will be affected. So this type of shock, the second type of shock, is also called as the cardiogenic shock. पहला वाला कौन सा था? हाइपोवॉलेमिक. हाइपोवॉलेमिक मतलब ब्लड वॉल्यूम वाज रिड्यूस्ड. Blood volume was reduced. Cardiogenic shock, what is going to happen? As the name suggests, cardiogenic shock का मतलब है shock because of heart problems. What can be the reasons? because ultimately it is the ventricle that is pushing the blood into blood vessels. So the ventricle is responsible for blood pressure. So first important cause is a massive heart attack. So when the patient is going to have heart attack, ischemic heart attack, patient die because of shock. Die because of shock. Massive heart attack. So for example, ये ventricle है, left ventricle that is pumping the blood into aorta. This ventricle, massive heart attack, muscle undergo necrosis. तो left ventricle pump ही नहीं कर पाएगा blood को, and that will lead to shock-like condition, massive heart attack. Second, there is something called arrhythmia. Heart का rhythm जो है टक 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 टक, it is going to get into arrhythmia or loss of rhythm. That can also give rise to a shock. Give rise to shock. Third important, where it can be condition in which there is a rupture of the heart. Logic says if the heart ruptures, patient will go into shock. Fourth important point in this will be there is something called as cardiac interesting condition, tamponade. Cardiac tamponade. Tamponade का मतलब है compression from all sides. Lot of times क्या होता है, heart has got a covering called as pericardium. कभी कभी pericardium में fluid जमा हो जाता है. You must have heard about it. Called pericardial effusion. Just give me a minute. So what can be the condition giving rise to cardiac shock, or I can say this is also called as cardiogenic shock. It can be massive heart attack, it can be arrhythmia, it can be the rupture of the heart, or it can also be cardiac tamponade. Cardiac tamponade. अभी इसकी वजह से क्या होगा? What exactly is going to happen? जैसे पहले में हुआ था कि ब्लड वॉल्यूम कम हो गया तो ब्लड प्रेशर कम हो गया. अभी इसमें ब्लड वॉल्यूम तो नॉर्मल है, बट द फोर्स that is pumping the blood has gone. So this will also give rise to shock-like condition. Shock-like condition. This will also give rise to shock-like condition. फीचर्स उसमें अपने को सेम मिलेंगे. Blood pressure less, tiredness, dry, cold, clammy skin, etc. This becomes a cardiogenic shock. We also have a third type of shock. We have a total 5 types of shock. Third type of shock, in which this is also called as an anaphylactic shock. Or commonly also called an anaphylaxis. इसमें क्या होता है? What exactly happens in anaphylaxis? Anaphylaxis is the allergic reaction. You must have seen sometimes it is there in the newspaper that somebody has given some injection and the reaction occurred and the patient died on the spot. He dies because of dies because of anaphylactic shock. So what exactly is this type of shock? Anaphylaxis में क्या होता है? There are allergic mediators released in the blood circulation. Massive amount. Like for example, histamine, leukotriene, prostaglandins. Because of allergy, these mediators are released in blood circulation. Massive amount. And these all mediators are vasodilators. मतलब क्या? ये वेसल्स को डायलेट करता है. You must have seen somebody who has got an allergic response, तो पूरा रेड हो जाता है. Because of these chemicals which are released in blood circulation. The vasodilator की वजह से शॉक में कैसे जाएगा? For example, it's what is in heart, and these are the superior inferior vena cava, and these are all the vessels all over body. Now let's say vessels all over the body are dilated now. अभी मोटा हो गया. All over body. So what is going to happen? If the vessels all over body are dilated, what will happen to blood coming through the heart? Because vessels are accommodating more blood now. The logic says blood returning to the heart stops. क्योंकि ब्लड प्रेशर ही नहीं रहेगा क्योंकि हार्ट की तरफ ब्लड आएगा. If the blood doesn't come to the heart, blood doesn't go away from the heart. So heart doesn't receive any blood, heart doesn't pump any blood because of massive vasodilatation all over body. But this doesn't happen because of a small allergic response. Like for example, you must have heard about me कोई allergy हो गया, मेरे को asthma हो गया and all that. This occurs only in special situations where massive amount of these mediators are released in circulation. This leads to no blood coming towards the heart, no blood leaving from the heart. So if there's no blood leaving from the heart, patient goes in shock. If nothing is being taken as a remedy, immediately patient is going to die in no time. This is what is called an anaphylactic shock. Again, situation is same. क्या हो रहा है ultimately? We have the tissue perfusion is not able to get maintained, not able to get maintained. So you have a third type of shock. We also have a fourth type of shock. We also have a fourth type of shock, which is also called as you can say a neurogenic shock, or is also called as a vagal shock. The vagal shock. There are some books. Vasovagal shock. Vasovagal मतलब vagus. It is the shock because of the vagus nerve. So what exactly vagus nerve do? Vagus nerve क्या करता है? Remember, vagus nerve is a parasympathetic nerve. Vagus nerve is a parasympathetic nerve, and parasympathetic nerve is responsible for reducing the heart rate. When the heart rate is down, remember, this occurs because of certain situations, which is causing extreme pain, which is causing extreme emotions. Or this can also occur because of sudden increase in the intra-abdominal pressure. Because you must have seen in some of the movies that somebody gives a punch on the abdomen and suddenly patient dies. Occurs because of sudden increase in the intra-abdominal pressure. इसके वजह से क्या होता है? वेगस नर्व स्टिमुलेट होता है. वेगस नर्व इज अ पैरासिम्पैथेटिक नर्व supplying to the heart. The parasympathetic nerve supplying to the heart. So heart rate drops suddenly. Normal heart rate, as you know, is about 120 about 80 to 100 per minute. So sudden drop in heart rate up to 30, sometimes 40, sometimes 20. So blood volume normal है, pumping action भी normal है, लेकिन heart rate ही नहीं है. अगर heart rate नहीं है तो cardiac output नहीं रहेगा. Cardiac output नहीं है तो patient will be having a shock. Again, the type of shock which is because of vasovagal shock. Vasovagal shock. We also have a fifth type of shock called septicemic shock. Called as a septicemic shock. This type of shock is because of septicemia. What is septicemia? In which our bacteria are there in blood circulation. First, our bacteria are there in blood circulation. In this type of shock, blood volume is normal, heart is also normal, heart rate is also normal. लेकिन क्या हो रहा है? Because of the bacteria which are flowing in blood circulation, first which is flowing in the blood circulation, cells cannot take oxygen or nutrition. Cells cannot take nutrition. मतलब उसमें ब्लड में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, लेकिन सेल्फ प्रॉब्लम है. सेल्स में खुद में प्रॉब्लम है because of the bacteria and because of first. So this type of shock is also called histotoxic shock. What is histo? Histo stands for tissues. Toxic stands for toxicity. Stands for toxic. Histotoxic shock. हिस्टोटॉक्सिक इसमें अगर हम लोग ब्लड प्रेशर देखेंगे तो ब्लड प्रेशर अपने को नॉर्मल मिलेगा। पहले वाले सारे इसमें ब्लड प्रेशर लो मिलेगा। इसमें नॉर्मल क्यों मिलेगा? क्योंकि इसमें ब्लड प्रेशर में कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है, हार्ट में कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है। ब्लड प्रेशर विल बी नॉर्मल। Blood pressure will be normal. In fact, this patient has got blood pressure little higher because the patient is going to have fever or infection. Heart rate is usually more. The fever होता है, the heart rate is more, blood pressure can be normal or even sometimes can be increased. तो ये सारे features opposite हैं पहले वाले सारे shock से. So this type of shock is also called as a paradoxical shock. It's also called as paradoxical shock. Paradoxical मतलब है उल्टा shock. इसमें features common नहीं है, features थोड़े अलग हैं. Features are different. So we can see we have all these type of shocks, starting from hypovolemic shock to cardiogenic shock to anaphylactic shock, neurogenic shock, and a septicemic shock. So this PDF will be given to you. ये सारे shock discuss these are the types of shock. Let's say for example, लेकिन immediately जब भी होता है, for example, whenever the patient goes into shock, it doesn't die immediately. क्योंकि क्या होगा? Body will try to act upon it. बॉडी क्या करेगा? पहले कंपेंसेट करेगा, प्रोटेक्ट करने का कोशिश करेगा। बॉडी कुछ तो रेस्पॉन्स करेगा जिससे कि प्रॉब्लम डैमेज ना हो। देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड स्टेजेस ऑफ शॉक, कॉल्ड एज स्टेजेस ऑफ शॉक। द फर्स्ट स्टेज इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड एज, जिसमें थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है लेकिन ध्यान में रखो, ये पढ़ने के बाद बुक पढ़ोगे तो बिकम इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड। समथिंग कॉल्ड एज compensated shock. The compensated का मतलब क्या? For example, when initially, let's say for example, blood pressure starts reducing, perfusion starts reducing. Initially क्या होता है? For example, what will body do? Body क्या करेगा? There is something called as redirection of the blood flow. मतलब body क्या करेगा? Will redirect the blood from a non-important organ to vital organ. Non-important organ to vital organ. Let's say for example, it will redirect the blood from skin, muscles, GI tract, as well as kidney. I'm not saying kidney is not important. The kidney receives almost 20% of the blood supply. तो इसका काम क्या है? वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट एक्सक्रीट करना, और वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट को बाद में भी एक्सक्रीट किए जा सकते हैं। But currently, important thing is to redirect the blood from these tissues, liver and lungs. जिससे क्या होगा? वाइटल ऑर्गन सेफ हो जाएगा। For example, when your earnings reduces, what exactly do? I will spend only on those things which are vitally important. I will not spend on something which is not vitally important, not something which is not urgent. Something which is not urgent. So ये हो गया compensated shock. ये हो गया compensated shock. Patient also releases adrenaline hormone released by adrenal glands increases the blood pressure. So अगर पेशेंट ये स्टेज में रहा तो पेशेंट को प्रॉब्लम कुछ नहीं होगा, बिकॉज वी हैव कंपनसेटेड, अगर ये स्टेज में कुछ नहीं किया गया, लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल, और ब्लड लॉस कंटिन्यू होता गया, तो कार्डियोजेनिक शॉक भी प्रोग्रेस होता गया, तो पेशेंट एंटर्स इनटू सेकंड स्टेज और एज अ प्रोग्रेसिव शॉक. प्रोग्रेसिव शॉक में क्या रहता है, ये ब्लड डायरेक्ट करने के बाद भी हार्ट, ब्रेन, लीवर एंड किडनी डजंट रिसीव इनफ ब्लड सप्लाई. तो क्या होगा, ग्रेजुअली हार्ट, ब्रेन, लीवर एंड लंग्स का फंक्शन कम हो जाएगा. इसमें ऑलरेडी ब्लड प्रेशर डाउन है, हार्ट को भी ब्लड सप्लाई नहीं मिल रहा है, तो अगेन हार्ट रेट भी reduce down. As you can see, he further goes deep into shock. It's a brain काम नहीं कर रहा है, so the brain is not working. Already patient shock में है, तो क्या होगा, the reflexes by the brain doesn't work. You must have heard about vasomotor centers and respiratory centers, वो काम नहीं करेगा. Patient goes further deep into shock. मतलब ये स्टेज में क्या हो रहा है, patient is progressing into deeper and deeper shocks. और थर्ड स्टेज आता है, अगर यहाँ पे भी कुछ नहीं हुआ तो समथिंग कॉल्ड इरिवर्सिबल शॉक. इसमें क्या होता है, एडिशनली हार्ट, ब्रेन, लीवर, तो लंग्स फेल हो जाता है, जो सारे फेल हो जाते हैं, जो समथिंग कॉल्ड मल्टीपल ऑर्गन फेलियर. एक बार ये चीजें डैमेज हो गया, देन वी कैनॉट सेव द पेशेंट. तो इफ यू कैन सी, अगर कुछ कर सकते हैं हम लोग ट्रीटमेंट, तो ये दोनों स्टेज में हम लोग कर सकते हैं. बेटर इट इज कि हम लोग अर्ली स्टेज में करें, तो पेशेंट एब्सोल्युटली नॉर्मल हो जाएगा. अदरवाइज एक बार ऑर्गन्स डैमेज होना चालू हो गए, देन वी कैनॉट डू एनीथिंग. ये हो गया अपना स्टेजेस ऑफ द शॉक. समझ में आ रहा है?
हाँ सर.
ओके, ठीक है, एक ब्रेक ले लेते हैं, वैसे भी 1 मिनट